RiRi goes nuts after ASAP Rocky's devastating confession. The night started like any other. Too normal. Too quiet. The penthouse overlooking Los Angeles shimmered with golden lights, the city glowing beneath the glass walls like a dream. Music played softly in the background, one of Rihanna's unreleased demos looping through the speakers while candles burned along the marble counter. Rihanna, RiRi to the world, stood barefoot in the kitchen, stirring a cup of tea she wasn't even drinking. She felt it. That strange feeling in the air, like something was about to break. Behind her, the elevator doors opened. ASAP Rocky stepped in slowly. He didn't say anything, didn't smile, didn't greet her with his usual joke, didn't walk over to hug her like he always did. He just stood there. Rihanna turned. Her smile faded instantly. "Why you look like that?" she asked, squinting. Rocky rubbed his hands together, pacing once across the room before stopping near the window. "We gotta talk." Those 4 words hit like thunder. RiRi froze. Nobody says that unless something's wrong. Something very wrong. She set the cup down slowly. "Talk about what?" Rocky didn't answer right away. He looked at the floor, then at the ceiling, then finally at her. His eyes were heavy, tired, guilty. "I should have told you earlier," he said quietly. Her heart started beating faster. "What you mean you should have told me earlier?" Silence. Too much silence. Rocky swallowed hard. "There's something I did before, a while ago, and it's coming out now." Rihanna laughed nervously. "A while ago? What you talking about, Rocky? You scaring me." He took a deep breath. "I messed up, Ree." Her smile disappeared. Her hands dropped to her sides. "Messed up how?" He hesitated again. That hesitation made it worse. Way worse. "I told someone something I wasn't supposed to. About us. About your business deal. About the album." Rihanna blinked. "What?" He kept talking. "I thought it wasn't serious. I thought it wouldn't go anywhere. But now people know. And it's blowing up. Contracts. Money. Everything could get hit." The room went silent. Completely silent. The kind of silence that makes your ears ring. Rihanna stared at him like she didn't understand the language he was speaking. "You told someone?" Rocky nodded slowly. Her eyes widened. "You told somebody about my deal?" "I didn't know it would." "You told somebody about my deal?" Her voice exploded across the penthouse walls. The glass windows almost seemed to shake. Rocky stepped back. "Ree, listen. No. No. Don't say my name right now." She started pacing fast, hands on her head. "Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God." Her breathing got heavier, faster. She grabbed the teacup and slammed it into the sink. It shattered. Rocky jumped. "Ree, chill. Don't tell me to. Chill." Her voice echoed like a siren. She turned toward him with eyes full of disbelief. "You know how long I worked for that deal?" "I know. You know how many nights I ain't sleep?" "I know. You know how much money on the line?" "I know." She stopped, stared at him. Her expression changed. Not just angry anymore. Something else. Something wild. "You told somebody." Her voice dropped to a whisper. "You really told somebody." She started laughing. Not a happy laugh. Not even a normal laugh. A crazy laugh. The kind that makes people uncomfortable. Rocky's face tightened. "Ree, don't do that." She kept laughing. "Oh, wow. She walked past him, shaking her head. "You really did this. You really did this to me." He reached for her arm. She yanked away. "Don't touch me." Her voice was cold now. Too cold. "You don't get to touch me right now." She started throwing things off the counter. A plate, a glass, a candle. Everything crashed to the floor. Rocky rushed forward. "Rai! Stop!" She turned on him instantly. "No, you stop." Her eyes were blazing. "You always think everything a joke, everything a vibe, everything cool." "I said I'm sorry." "Sorry don't fix millions, Rocky." She pushed a chair over. It slammed against the wall. Her breathing turned uneven. Her hands shaking. "You don't understand. You don't understand what you just did." Her voice cracked. For a second, it looked like she might cry. But instead, she snapped. She grabbed a pillow and threw it across the room. Then another. Then a vase. Crash. Rocky grabbed her shoulders. "Rihanna, look at me." She tried to pull away. He held tighter. "Look at me." She froze. Her eyes locked onto his. Tears filled them instantly. "You broke my trust." Her voice trembled. "You broke my trust, Rocky." His face fell. "That don't matter." Her tears started falling fast now. "You supposed to protect me, not expose me." Silence. Long, heavy, painful silence. Rocky's voice came out barely above a whisper. "I'll fix it. I swear I'll fix it." She shook her head slowly. "No, you can't fix this." She stepped back, wiped her tears, her expression hardened, cold again. You don't understand what you just broke. He looked like his heart stopped. Ri, please. She turned away, walking toward the bedroom, then stopped. Without looking back, she said quietly, I need space before I really lose my mind tonight. The door closed. Hard. Rocky stood alone in the living room, broken glass on the floor, candles still flickering, city lights glowing outside, and the sound of silence louder than anything he had ever heard. He sank into the chair slowly, whispering to himself, I messed up. I really messed up. And behind the closed door, Rihanna finally screamed. Not at him, not at the world, just screamed. Because sometimes anger hurts less than heartbreak. The rain fell hard against the glass walls of the penthouse, turning the Los Angeles skyline into a blur of lights and shadows. Inside, the silence felt heavier than the storm outside. Rihanna stood near the kitchen island, arms folded tightly across her chest, her jaw clenched. She had been pacing for nearly 10 minutes, waiting for him. The elevator finally chimed. Her heart jumped, not with excitement, but with something sharper, something uneasy. The doors slid open, and ASAP Rocky stepped out slowly, his hood pulled halfway over his head, his face tired, serious, different. Rihanna noticed it immediately. Something was wrong. Why you look like that? She asked, her voice low but tense. Rocky didn't answer right away. He walked into the living room, dropped his keys on the table, and ran a hand over his face like he was trying to wipe away whatever was about to happen. That's when Rihanna's patience snapped. Rocky, talk. He stopped walking. For a moment, he just stood there, back turned to her. Then he spoke. Ri, we gotta talk about something. The words hit the air like a crack of thunder. She hated that sentence. Hated it. Nobody ever said we gotta talk unless something was about to go very wrong. She took a slow step closer. What happened? Not a question. A demand. Rocky finally turned around, and the look in his eyes made her stomach twist. Guilt. Pure guilt. Her voice rose instantly. What did you do? I didn't mean for it to go like this, he said quietly. Her eyes widened. Go like what, Rocky? He hesitated again, and that hesitation was enough to send her mind racing through 1,000 worst-case scenarios. Cheating, lies, secrets, something with the press, something with the family, something with the kids. Her breathing got faster. Say it, she snapped. Say it right now. Rocky swallowed hard. I told them, something I shouldn't have. Silence. The rain hit the windows louder, like the whole world was leaning in to listen. Rihanna blinked slowly. Told who? He looked down. The interview. The one dropping tomorrow. Her heart dropped. You did an interview? He nodded. And you didn't tell me? I was going to tell you tonight. Her voice rose. Tell me what, Rocky? He finally forced the words out. I told them that we almost broke up last year. The room froze. For a full 3 seconds, Rihanna didn't move, didn't blink, didn't breathe. Then, what? One word. Sharp. Dangerous. Rocky stepped forward. Ray, listen. You told the world we almost broke up? Her voice exploded through the penthouse like a siren. Rocky tried to calm her down. It wasn't like that. They asked about hard times, and you told them our business? She grabbed the glass on the counter and slammed it down so hard it cracked. You promised me we keep that private. I know. No, you don't know. Her voice was shaking now, not just with anger, with hurt. Deep hurt. You have any idea what that's going to look like tomorrow? She said, pacing fast. You know what the blog's going to say? You know what people going to start making up? Rocky ran his hands through his hair. I thought being honest would... Honest? She laughed, but it wasn't funny. You call that honest? Or stupid? The word hit him hard. He went quiet. That made her even angrier. You smiling in interviews, talking like everything perfect, then you go tell them we almost split? I was trying to show we got stronger. You should have asked me first. Her voice cracked. That's when he realized this wasn't just anger. She was hurt. Really hurt. He stepped closer. Ri, I didn't mean to embarrass you. She backed away instantly. No, don't come close right now. The air turned cold. For the first time, he looked nervous. You acting like I betrayed you. She stared at him like she couldn't believe what she just heard. Acting? Her eyes filled with tears, but she was still furious. You went on camera and told millions of people we almost fell apart. Her breathing got heavier. You know what that feels like? He didn't answer. She pointed at him. It feels like you opened the door to our house and invited the whole world inside. Silence. The rain kept falling. Rocky looked down, his voice low. I thought people would respect it. She laughed again, louder this time. Respect it? She grabbed her phone off the table, tapped the screen, and turned it toward him. Headlines were already leaking. Rocky admits relationship crisis with Rihanna. Trouble behind the scenes? Fans worried after confession. Her hands started shaking. You see this? He stared at the phone, his face going pale. I didn't know it would come out this fast. Her voice rose again, louder than ever. This is why I don't like talking to press about private stuff. She threw the phone onto the couch. Then she started pacing fast, running her hands through her hair, breathing hard. I swear, Rocky, sometimes you make me go crazy. He stepped closer carefully. I can fix it. She turned on him instantly. How? I'll do another interview. I'll explain. No, she pointed at the door. You don't fix this by talking more. Her chest was rising and falling fast now. You fix this by thinking before you talk. Silence filled the room again. He looked at her like he didn't know what to say anymore. For the first time all night, Rihanna stopped moving. She stood there, staring at the floor, breathing hard, trying to calm down. When she spoke again, her voice was quieter, but more dangerous. You know what hurts the most? Rocky swallowed. What? She looked up at him, eyes red. That you didn't think how this would make me feel. That hit him harder than all the yelling. He walked closer slowly. I messed up. She didn't move. I swear, I wasn't trying to hurt you. Her eyes filled again. You still did. The rain outside finally started to slow. The storm wasn't over, but it wasn't as loud. Rocky stood in front of her, unsure if he should touch her or not. After a long moment, she sat down on the couch, exhausted. He sat on the other side, leaving space between them. Neither of them spoke for a while. Then she muttered quietly, You really had to tell them that, huh? He sighed. Yeah. She shook her head slowly. You drive me nuts, Rocky. A small, tired smile almost appeared on his face. You still here, though. She looked at him sideways. Don't push it. He laughed softly, and for the first time that night, the tension cracked just a little. Outside, the rain stopped completely. Inside, the storm wasn't gone yet. But they were still sitting on the same couch, and for now, that was enough.